out the beautiful year of 2014 after 2013, which was probably what I felt the strongest year.
And he's gone
so far. Yep, he could tell that I didn't want him. I don't know. I just think it's already committed to the first click, and I can just hide that there. It's a quick commitment. Okay, 2014. Oh, there we go. Sort alphabetically. I don't know. One day we realized that we should have just trusted them enough to sort by their standards.
Yeah.
This I have up here.
You can't trust these movie places. You really can't.
Cannot trust them at all. There's the Chrome. There we go. Now they can see a little Jeff, but I can make him a bigger Jeff, and then they can see our screen at the same time.
We want a
beautiful
big
world
Jeff.
now that Caleb is gone. So, boom. Sons and 22 Jump Street. That was entertainable. It was entertaining. You know. But Jeff,
Is this mic off?
it will be.
No, shouldn't be.
Oh, yeah. Caleb's is now. It's just off. So, let me scan through it, or do you want to go through the ones that you kind of...
We haven't gone through really any of these
All right.
live on the podcast, but I've seen a lot of...
All right, so I'll just, I kind of quickly scan, and I only
entire
stop at something I care to. And if you see something,
Likewise, yep, keep
Yeah.
going, but the
And Jeff
majority
probably-
of it's kind of...
kind of has an idea what he wants to do. Says, and we're working our way through A's here. A Million Days to Die in the West. That was a pretty funny movie.
That was a funny movie.
Seth MacFarlane, creator of The Good Old Family Guy, American Dad, and then and other things. And honestly, his show, The Orville, if you're a fan of Star Trek and stuff, you could tell that this guy loves Star Trek. And basically, he made, a slightly comedic version of it, because honestly, it's full length hour, standard, a full hour episode type things. And there's goofy stuff, but he's literally tried to make his own Star Trek. And for what it's worth, I love Star
Pretty
Trek,
solid.
but I feel it's a Star Trek that has some ridiculous jokes mixed in, but it's serious enough to be okay, someone who, isn't just looking for some obscene comedy could enjoy it.
I got you.
Okay, but moving on, see. Reason why about less now. Addicted. Advanced Aftermath. American Sniper.
Yep.
Important. I didn't see it right away, but I did see it.
Great movie.
Chris Kyle's
I
movie.
didn't know the story when I watched it. The ending surprised me.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I
Oh, dude,
didn't-
that would have been wild watching
That
it that
would've
way and not
been-
knowing
Yeah.
the fucking ending. Be like, holy
Dang.
shit.
I mean,
feel
I
like
heard
they
about
knew
it, but
the
I didn't know
ending
that
so
he
far
was
early.
dead.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
crazy.
didn't know he was dead when the movie came out.
Dang, that's the way. I wish I would have been able to see it that way. But it's I felt. Oh, thank you. I felt like I knew the story about it before I even saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
No.
cool, man. Really good. I guess Bradley Cooper really wants an Oscar. I wonder if he's it. I don't know. I honestly don't think. He's a good actor. I don't think he's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think
No,
he's
he
really
is
good.
good.
What was the last movie he did on Netflix? The black and white one about that American composer. Dude, he was trying so hard, but no way. Okay.
Let's
As a
see.
blood symbol of
Yeah, we got
society.
Annabelle, which I'll mention
That'd
about
be
the
you.
Annabelle movie. I think this was the first. I'm not necessarily a giant fan of it, but as a horror movie fan
There's
and
a universe
a
of it now,
suspense,
right?
exactly. That's the reason I wanted to mention
Yeah,
this
that's The
because there's
Conjuring, right?
yes, exactly.
So
I
those
believe-
are good. Those are pretty good horror films.
Yeah, they're not terrible. In
Wait,
the
are these
realm,
that John Wynn, not Wynn, but Justin Lin movies?
Let's
Or
look.
Was Justin Lin behind The Conjuring? No.
John R.
Well, that's a spin-off movie. It could be something
Yeah.
different.
No, either way.
But either way,
Yeah.
the Annabelle doll, like Jeff mentioned, came from the Conjuring movies. That's where she kind of the origin of her, and then now they're making movies based off of that from there. So not a bad watch if you want to get
just
into it. If you want to,
typical- it's like a typical monster film,
yeah. And so if you want to, if you're getting
it looks
into the
like a
Annabelle
doll, right?
stuff, and you
It's
want
like
to
a
see
doll, or it's
yeah,
like
it's a
a-
haunted doll. And so if you want to see
Not
the
not
origin,
the biggest fan of dolls too.
No.
Freaks me out.
yeah, I'm kind of good on all that too. But if you want to check
So you
out the
love
story,
making-
the origin of it would be from watching what he said. Which was what movie again, Jeff?
Conjuring.
Conjuring.
The Conjuring, exactly.
I
So,
think there's like 2 or 3 of them.
yep, there is. But the first one is where she made her appearance, and then they ran with it from there because it is a creepy story, and it's a true story as far as the whole thing goes.
Whether Annabelle's based on a true story?
yeah, whether you want to believe it or not, the Annabelle doll is real.
Oh, I mean, it was a real toy that existed.
No, it was a real like a haunting. This specific doll that was named Annabelle. This very. It wasn't like necessarily like a Cabbage Patch, but it's like this
There's a
specific
good
doll.
chance that the
Based off of,
Mothman's in that Annabelle.
That
Let's
actually
see.
is based off of a real story too.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
it's
Look
kind of
up,
like the Mothman.
look up the Annabelle.
No, like there was a
Annabelle
doll
I
named
believe you.
Annabelle. She was just,
No.
I think she was just a Raggedy Ann doll. I think that version is just for,
So this carries more weight than Mothman.
Oh, yeah. like the family is real.
I don't know
the
about
family
more
that The
weight
Conjuring is-
because
the family that
Mothman
the Conjuring.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Sorry, the family that the Conjuring's based off of are actual real people.
Yes, exactly. So look.
So
let's
there's
see.
an actual family that.
They're big hoaxers, is what they were. But like, yeah, they made a horror movie out of it.
So this lady,
What?
this is the Conjuring
I have no
lady.
idea.
That's the lady from the movie The Conjuring. This girl
So I
right
don't see
here.
any pictures of Mothman.
Lorraine
that from real
Lorraine
life.
Warren at Milford's Lorton Hall.
No, you sold me, man. I'd like to dive into.
So that's
some
the
more, but-
Annabelle doll. It's and that's it
Yeah.
says. It says warning. Positively do not open. This was like
Matt,
right there.
what you need to go to a deep dive into is who Ed and Lorraine Warren were.
Okay.
The ones that the movie's based off of. Like
Okay.
they're crazy just in themselves. They have a whole bunch of schemes other than just the Annabelle. Basically, they were like the original like ghost hunters back in the day.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
And they were. That's where the whole
So
Annabelle story got
So
under.
this one stuck.
And yes, and it was like again, as he said,
That's
Ed and
cool.
Lorraine Lauren is the movie. The Conjuring is about Ed and Lorraine Lauren, and
So
then
this
that's
Warren.
like
They throw a bunch of shit against the wall, see what sticks, dude.
exactly.
This Annabelle's
so,
one.
I like
yeah,
that
the
we
haunted-
did stop on Annabelle, yeah.
right. Okay, so then, anyways, we got Annie, Art and Craft, As Above, So Below, As It
Atlas
Is
Shrugged.
in Heaven,
Yeah,
Atlas
that,
Shrugged,
pretty sure
and
that was
Rand.
the part one too. Yeah, and Ryan, whatever.
And Ryan
Yeah, it was
Rand.
like if this is I'm pretty sure this is part of the 2-part movie series that I saw. It was, I mean, it was like a made-for-TV limited series quality, but like before that, I don't know. It came out in 2014. It's crazy. I don't even know what it aired on, other than the fact that I pirated it.
yeah.
But it had to be on some cable network. But if you're not familiar with the book, whatever, I guess it's decent at
I think it was like
exposure.
TNT or something like
Yeah,
that.
it might have been something like that. Not many faces you recognize. Might be a couple. Like I know a guy from Mad Men, one of his bosses on there, but yeah, it didn't matter.
Yeah, so then we got
Mikey?
Awake, The Life of Yogananda.
Okay, that.
I don't know. We don't need to.
You want me to
You're gonna
help
stop
out here?
on
Go
every
ahead, go ahead.
single one. Some
Let's
of these.
see. Yeah, no.
Yeah, football.
Big Hero 6.
Big
That was-
Eyes.
Oh, was Big Eyes good?
That's a wow. That's a click on it. That's a Tim Burton film.
Oh,
With,
okay. I kind of checked out on a bunch of his stuff.
Yeah, it's honestly it's interesting because it's not like it's kind of more Edward Scissorhandsy, but like it's not very.
For something
it doesn't
that came
have-
out in 2014, he did some
Yeah, it's
kind
not
of
his
more
best
original,
film.
true to form stuff.
No, not at all. It's not his best film, but it's very interesting. It was
Okay.
pretty good though. I liked it.
Okay, it does. It definitely looks more interesting than any interest I've had in a lot of his films ever since.
I mean,
I got
Christoph
burned out on
Waltz.
his style. But
Yeah. Oh, I mean, totally. They yeah.
But this looks interesting though. Yeah, I have to check that out. I have no idea. But like I said, Big Hero 6, that was a good animated movie. I don't remember why I saw it, but it was. Yeah, it's pretty good.
There's one of my
Oh
big
shit!
hitters right there,
Birdman. This is
Birdman.
huge. Birdman. This is good. This is a top one. I
Michael
think
Keaton?
Alfonso Cuarón. But I think he did this and that other movie in like the same year. I think this and the one that Leo won the Academy Award for.
Oh, Reverend.
Yeah, I think he did. And this is okay. The whole idea of a single take, right?
Yeah.
Because he did Children of Men, I believe, right? So Children of Men, when it came out, had like a 22-minute like single take scene,
Yes,
really long.
yes.
So I'm pretty sure this whole movie is that. If not, it's very close.
Yeah, like scene by scene, it is just they
like
literally
one
follow you
shot.
the whole time.
And it goes from like, it's just like, but I'm sure obviously
Yeah.
but it's done as though like it's literally like one camera moving around the whole time. You never,
That's
like,
pretty
jump-
cool.
Yeah. For instance, the shot where you first see Emma Stone, they start on stage and then they go backstage and they follow you the whole way and
Yeah.
they go into the dressing room and she walks into the dressing room a little bit later, but like, they follow you the whole way.
I got you.
Yeah,
no, that's
so-
not, that's interesting when movies do that. It's
No, yeah.
nice. It's something you don't notice until somebody mentions it almost sometimes, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that
But,
was all
but
this
this
like,
cool because he's this director. Like he do older sons, but this was him being like, all right, I'm just gonna do a whole movie that this that. Which
yeah.
to do that and be theatrical and be as good as it was, kind of like a what's his name, kind of playing, I don't know, kind of like a version of himself almost in a way.
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah,
Keaton.
because you want to cut out the boring parts, you want to cut out the walking to the room, but he made that interesting with the
Yeah,
music and like
yeah.
the posters that you want to pay attention to see like where like the history and stuff,
Yeah,
like the lore.
he
of
just
the
made
movie.
it just like, oh, this kind of just is like being this guy.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
is, yeah, exactly. So, and this was, important film, but Birdman, regardless, that'll be.
I honestly, I haven't
that's my
seen
top
it.
5 of this year for sure.
I know
Yeah,
I
I
need
can
to
see it
see it.
easily being that. Even if you don't like it, it's a film. It's like a master. It's a masterclass film. Okay, moving on there. I don't care about that. Boyhood. Shit, this is important.
Richard Linklater.
Yeah, Richard Linklater. He literally did this over the period of like 18 or 20
Time
years.
out. You see what I'm saying,
Yes.
guys? Everybody else who's watching, who I
Dazed
hope
and
you're
Confused,
watching,
man.
Dude,
see
you
what
know
I'm
he's
saying?
got another movie going on right now that he's filming that's taken like, if the people, it's gonna be like a 30-something year experience where people have that are still like, and hopefully they're still around, hopefully they're committed. He started this movie when this character was a boy, a child, and they had the
Yeah.
commitment of these actors to do it literally throughout him growing up, going
real?
to college.
They would film like
this-
every 10 years
Yeah.
or something like that.
Like this is like special. You know what I mean? Like that
Yeah.
sort of shit, special filmmaking.
Yeah. No,
Ethan
Richard
Hawke
Linklater,
might
like,
be.
yeah. So even if it don't care about, it's literally about this boyhood, and it's like you should go on the Guinness Book of World Records for that. Even if you don't like the movie, like there's something special, like maybe the longest film, like longest that took it to film a film or something. I don't know.
Yeah, through the years. I mean, what, like 30, 40 years almost?
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's one he's still like, if you're
Like 3
if he's writing now, I
generations?
wonder if it's could be like him on his deathbed. There's like when the final scene happens or something, dude.
That's crazy.
That would be nuts.
But like, you know him from Dazed and Confused and like,
Scanner Darkly, dude. Believe it or not, he
the
did that.
School of Rock.
School
Okay.
of Rock, dude. Yeah, he's all over the place, dude. That show that just came out, The Hitman, which is that.
Yeah,
he
dude, that
directed
movie's
too.
great.
Yeah, so he's really versatile, man. It's pretty cool.
Dude, and see, like I was trying to say before I got, like, again, this is what I meant about you and Jeff. Because I'm like, you guys are both, like, saying the fucking dude's name before either one of you.
Well, you
Like,
gotta know.
neither one of you
Mikey's
guys
like, I have
could,
nothing
like,
to talk about.
no, it's fine. This is great. This has been my fucking point, though. This is what I'm saying.
You've had a
I'm
book
Well,
on
you're
right.
fine, your
this moment
movies,
for
dude.
so
I'm
long.
right. I'm just, it's like when your fucking parlay hits, you're just like, I knew it.
All right, well,
I
moving
told
on.
you. Keep going. I'm not hating. I'm just saying. That's what I told you, dude.
Oh, dude. I mean, if you're in the
Yeah, how do we feel
MCU,
about the Marvel films?
if you care about the
We're putting these in.
MC Universe, MC, what is it?
the MCU, yeah,
MCU.
I got into the MCU. I wasn't into it.
Matt
until, like,
doesn't deny it. He acknowledges
No, I
it a
got
lot
really
of times.
into it. Like not until after like
There's-
the second Avengers, maybe. Like
There's like a couple core films that are like really, really good. Like honestly, The Winter Soldier is one of them. Like it's
Yeah,
it's,
The Winter
it's a
Soldier
sequel, but
stands
it's
out.
a really strong film.
yeah, no, it stands out. And the first one is great just because it's like one of the only ones that's like so out of the time with the rest of them, to where it's just like, I mean, yeah, I feel like for the most part everything was the Thor, Dark World, and Thor's introducing, but that's so great that they're let the directors redefine the Taika Waititi and like make it into a comedy and shit. But I mean, I feel like it's really quality action shit all the way up through Endgame, and then I guess
There's another core film in this year that's coming up. I don't want to spoil it since we're going alphabetically.
yeah, we'll keep on. But let's see. Either way, if you're Captain America, you can probably enjoy this and have no idea what's going on anywhere, just because it's kind of
Yeah,
like a
the action was
well-done
great.
story. Yeah. Chef. I didn't see it. John Favreau did it, but it's
I saw.
I saw it. It was pretty good. It's a little family film.
Yeah. Season 4 it's about Edward Snowden. And let's see. Oh, why'd we go backwards? Just go on there. See.
I like this.
Hang on.
Your white people?
Yeah, I was gonna say that, or
Oh, you might. Do you
or
like it?
just above it.
Yeah. I
80
like the
Days and
series
Nights?
too
No,
on Netflix.
Dawn the Planet
I thought
of
I
the Apes.
saw
Oh,
some.
shit. Yeah. As far as the Planet of the Apes world goes, yeah, I feel like this is well done. I like it. This is Ryan Johnson. That newest one that just came out, I didn't see. The Matt Reeves. Oh, Matt Reeves is the one who did the new Batman movie.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. So, you don't care about J white people. Come on.
Jeff, think like that?
Do you, Mike? You
No.
don't. This is the question we all ask ourselves here.
Yeah.
Do I
sometimes.
sound gay?
Well.
I had to say it for the listeners, man. That's so funny, dude. I never saw this, but it's funny they made this movie. Kevin Costner was like, "Come on."
Right.
Dumb and Dumber 2?
Oh, shit.
T.O.?
This might be yours, or we already had yours, because there's the sequel of then there's a prequel. Or is
Yes.
this the one? With
I think
them?
there's
Or
Dumb
that-
and Dumber. Yeah, no, this is.
Is this? Let's see. No,
No,
this
this
is the one.
isn't-
This is yours. This is Dumber Dumber 2. This is the one with the scene that you love. Like, you should have seen the look on your face.
Is it really this
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
one? Okay, I don't.
Because
no.
they only had
Yeah,
the
oh,
original,
you're right,
the
you're right.
prequel,
Yeah,
the
it
younger
is.
guys in this. Yeah.
Yeah, here it is. Yeah. This is where. Yeah.
Almost 2 decades and he still comes.
I'm just
How you
showing
doing,
this for
buddy?
you, Mikey. 'Cause
Brought you your favorite candies.
I do love this scene.
Come on, Lloyd, you gotta get over her. Mary Samsonite was just a girl. That's it, kid. Come on, spit it out.
I don't know if
God, yeah!
you can't. You can't.
Wait a minute. So you mean you have been
I don't think you did.
faking for 20 years? And it was all for a gag?
Yep.
That's awesome! oh,
Why don't you roll me inside? We'll get the nurse. Take the catheter out of me.
we don't
Sorry,
need nurses
I
for that.
didn't realize
Don't
that
you
was-
have to?
I said to show the
like what you've done with the place.
Dumber Dumber 2 for
Oh,
Mikey.
that's
Who's that?
Butthole. I found him out in the alley.
Why'd you name Butthole?
Because of this.
Good name. Totally fits.
Yeah, so either way, that's
I just like that part. You should have seen the look on your face. You've been doing it for 20 years.
I'll edit it tomorrow. I'm gonna have to put this on there. This was way better than I expected. And based on the manga, was it Live Die Repeat or something?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, it was really good. Really good. Oh fuck it. I have one with this copy. Did any of those matter to you?
No. Nope.
Okay,
Foxcatcher.
I
like
like
the
learning more
story.
about the story.
It's
I
a wild story.
I thought the performances were okay. Like, it was cool. I thought Steve Carell did play Creepo. I don't know enough about
Yeah.
them or what they were like. But Mark Ruffalo and all that. It was enjoyable, but I don't know if it was as good. I don't know if it was good, you know?
I lost y'all screen.
Oh, shit. Of course he did. So we'll get better at this, because whenever I go back to something, like if we jump to a trailer,
There
I
we
gotta
go.
remember. Yeah. So that was Foxcatcher. It was kind of like, I was like, it was good, but then, I don't know, way better than that. I was like,
Fury.
yep.
I thought Steve Carell was really good.
I did too. Steve
Even
Carell
with
on
the
that was
nose.
very good.
Yeah. Like I said, he effectively pulled off whatever I think that, like,
No, he
this might be
pulled it
character
off
of the
because it's
person.
about the
I just
DuPont.
I wish I knew more about the
It's
guy.
about the DuPont family.
Yeah, and
And
And the
it's
weird
about
shit
like
they got
almost
into
more or
and-
less like a guy. If you don't know the
Oh,
movie,
he would-
pretty much a quick synopsis in a sense is that it was like a guy who came from a super wealthy, well-to-do family that had almost everybody in the family had accomplished something or in some way, shape, or form something. It was like they were always known for like horse racing and like having thoroughbred
But, I mean,
horses,
this is
whatever.
like a
And so
legacy
this
American
guy,
family, like
this guy is pretty much trying to essentially live up to that and make his own name. And
And
so what
he
he's
picks
doing
so
is being able to
ridiculous.
open up a wrestling facility to be able to produce some of the best like wrestlers or whatever.
For,
The
like,
Foxcatcher
Olympic
Farm.
doing-
He was successful though. He did produce like Olympic winning wrestlers.
He's
Right.
right. And he got like Dave Schultz, I believe, is the main dude that who's the story's about in a sense. But he was like one of the big main
Yeah.
wrestling guys in in America. I mean, he was super
Some
well known and
legitimate
incredibly
wrestling.
yeah,
like
he was
Olympic,
incredible.
you know,
Yeah, he was
going from-
incredibly well known and well to do and all of that. And Yeah, I mean the movie's has to do with him. He's in it, and it has to do with you
Shit that
just
actually
definitely got to
happened.
check the movie out. In my opinion, if for only the reason to see Steve Carell in that type of role, it's not typical. So,
Yep.
but then
I
yeah,
see Fury on the list.
Fury.
Yeah,
That's
Fury
right.
was really good.
That's one right down there with Brad Pitt, Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf, dude, doing the method acting in that one.
It
Yeah.
was a good movie, man. Definitely a high
Oh, yeah,
quality
David Ayer.
movie.
It's funny, and he had gone to just. I mean, he did like Suicide, the first Suicide Squad. And people get paid for a job; it's not their fault.
I really,
come all the way down here.
yeah, I liked the movie.
No, Fury was good.
Fury's a good movie.
Fury was quite good. All right, there we are. Godfather. Oh, there we go.
God's Pocket is actually a pretty good movie. You should go check out. It's about gambling. It's got Philip Seymour Hoffman and John Turturro.
All right.
It's actually
Is that the
decent. It's not a bad
Godzilla
movie.
with? Is that the Godzilla with Bryan Cranston?
I think
It's-
so.
Yeah, but God's Pocket's not
It
a
wasn't
bad
bad.
movie. I mean, it's kind of.
Yeah, it probably. Oh, that's. I was thinking. But yeah, no, God's Pocket. Do you want to watch the trailer?
No, keep going.
No, you mean it's not like it's.
No,
good.
I was just saying it's John Turturro. and
I love
Philip
John
Seymour
Turturro,
Hoffman.
honestly.
You should
I
check-
feel like anything
if
he's
you've
been-
never seen it,
No,
it's
Gone
worth
Girl.
a check
I
out.
want to stop on Gone Girl for a second. That's a David Fincher film. That's
No, yeah,
actually in
David-
my
Gone-
top 10 for this year for
No,
sure.
Gone Girl is definitely gonna be up there just because
Let's check it out.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, switch to the right screen. Yeah, this is David Fincher. Every movie he does is like a master class.
Like Fight Club, dude. Seven, I think
Yeah.
is another one of
Michael
his.
some Panic Room. Freaking Alien 3 being his first movie is crazy, but it's funny because it's like one of my favorites.
3 days ago.
You don't know if she has friends, you don't know what she does all day, and you don't know your
Benjamin
wife's
Button,
blood
which is,
type.
like,
Without
crazy
a
because,
body,
like,
there
fairy
is
tale.
hope is a
It's like the first
confession.
time he
I love
started
that
rated
movie,
R.
too.
Yeah, but it's like interesting. Then he makes successful social work. But the Hitman, the most recent
He was the
movie
kind
was
of
really
girl who
good.
attracts admirers.
Like
Did you do it? Did you do it?
Whatever they found, I think it's safe to assume that it's very bad.
How do you feel about Social Network?
I mean, I respect it. Like, I think
Because she told
I
me
think
to.
he made it accessible. Like he made it accessible, telling the story of
asking me
something
if I
that
killed
impacts
my
someone's
wife?
life. So I think, I mean, what Aaron Sorkin. I mean, Aaron Sorkin's writing is I mean, I guess he's good. I get it's funny. I mean, I don't think he blows me away, but the direction, like, I mean, I thought it was like really cool. Like, I thought he did a great job with it. It's not. I don't care that much about Facebook, but it is an interesting story, just because I guess it has changed our lives, whether we want to admit it or not.
Yeah, it's kind of like our modern history, you know?
Yeah,
It is like a little
which
piece
was
of that
weird to me.
in a strange
I felt
way.
weird that it was coming out because I felt like it hadn't been out long enough.
No.
That's most my first feeling is like, wait, they're making a movie about that? I'm like, I was in college when that came out, but then I guess like, yeah, it is that big a deal. But it's just, I don't know, it just seemed almost kind of like, yeah, it was just, I don't know why. It seemed as I was
Probably because we came from MySpace.
Probably because I'm
and
old,
all
man.
that. MySpace
Let's
was a
see.
thing, and so it was like, why is this as irrelevant?
Yeah. Well, if you're in
Why
the
is
Marvels,
this different?
Guardians is great. James Gunn was able to bring his unique style to those. Take it down. Hercules. That's that one, right? I didn't even looks familiar. I can't remember. Oh, Horrible Bosses 2.
We're still on Gone Girl on my screen.
Damn, we'll get better at this. We will. Maybe if I put this here, I don't think that'll mess anything up. All right, so Mike, you guys remember whatever we have here?
Yep.
This is what he will see there.
Correct.
He can
There we
see
go.
it now. Now he can see. He can see clear.
Yeah, so I was skipping down.
Guardians of the
I was
Galaxy.
I was saying that I was giving that respect for James
That's
Gunn.
one of my core, like, Marvel's universe films
And
for sure.
you want to talk about soundtrack?
Yeah,
Holy
I mean
shit.
it's
And
yeah.
a great video game to boot.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
I've
way
never
better
played
than the
game.
Avengers. Yeah, I felt like it was what the Avengers game should have been, but it was
Should have been,
But
for
it was
sure.
ice stage of their story. I was almost like, dang, what the? I was that. Yeah, man, the Avengers fun, but quickly stopped being fun. It's like, damn, this is way better. Yeah, Guardians, James Gunn. I mean, it's funny. He's like, he wears the fact that hey, the soundtrack is gonna be cool on its sleeve. Like it's it's like volume 1. But he really leans into nostalgia, which is, I mean, it's cool. He does it well. This is funny.
No,
Let's
for
see.
sure.
I would never do it, but yeah, I'm just saying. A little better. You know, he started from like toxic Avenger shit. Like it's funny. He came from trauma. Like it's crazy that he made that. Let's see. How to Train Your Dragon. I heard these were good, but I didn't see them.
I've never seen those either.
Oh
I'm
shit!
sure my kids will start
I
getting into
Origins.
them.
This is be up there for me.
Is it?
Yeah, no joke. This is Mike Cahill. So he did that movie that was talking about the Another Earth the other day. It was like one of my other picks. I don't know if have you seen I Origins?
I have not.
Okay, I don't know.
This is new to me. I like it.
Yeah, it was Mike Cahill. So in like, he's done a lot of shit with the same people. It's one of those kind of things, and like a lot of his, I feel like his stuff has like a lot of existential merit into it. Like it's heavy shit. Like, but it's like beautiful. I feel like he executes it like a beautiful elegance.
Yeah, it's well done.
Yeah, but it's like a beautiful elegance, so like melancholy, bittersweet, man. I don't know. Like, there was a scene in this movie that I was planning to take if I didn't, and do like a perfect moment scene where like the sound and everything hit just right, to where like it's just the emotions are as moved as you could imagine. So let me make sure I'm sharing the right screen. I Origins. There we go.
I go to 7-Eleven, I buy some stuff.
11-11.
Lucky 11s. I look at the date.
Michael Pitt.
It's 11-11. I look at the time. It's 11-11. I start to see these 11s everywhere. When I followed them, I found these eyes. I'd like to tell you the story of the eyes that changed this world.
When I saw you, I had the feeling that I had known you. Like we are connected from past lives.
I don't believe in that.
What do you believe in?
I'm a scientist. I believe in proof.
Britt Marlins.
Every person on this planet has their own unique pair of eyes.
Anyway.
You ever feel like when you met someone, they fill this hole inside of you?
Are you okay, man?
Yeah, okay.
The way you talked was like poetic.
To me, the best thing about living like a lab rat is that sometimes you actually discover something. You know, the white peacock symbolizes souls being dispersed throughout the world.
You'd like to get married?
There is no proof that there is some magical spirit living above us.
Why are you working so hard to disprove God?
Sophie?
Sophie? Sophie! Ah!
I never got to say
Another Earth was
goodbye.
I suggested for another.
What if I bring you something that'll take your breath away? Check this out. There's a girl born in India with Sophie's exact iris pattern.
Impossible.
Maybe the eye really is some kind of window to the soul. You should go to India.
I'm looking for someone. All I have is a picture
Yes,
of
it's
their
like
eyes.
literally like.
Could you help me find
I
it?
studied
What would you do
this
if
iris
something
and, like,
sped each other disproves no
research, like,
scientific
study
beliefs?
document, scan every person's born iris because none of them ever match.
People's
But
doors are
then they're like doing
completely
experiments to
closed.
find like these weird matches.
What's behind the door?
Like there's like they have
Anger
a
and
baby
fear
that
and
was
joy
born
and
with the match,
sadness.
and they show pictures of like this older person they know that like died, or whatever, and
Likewise.
see if they would emotionally react, to see if there's like basically either reincarnation or just there's still some soul connection. But
If you're
I got
arrested.
you.
but it's done in a pretty moving. It's you know it's a lot of emotional heft to it. I enjoy it. Let's see. Let me share the right screen. Well, sad movies. Okay, moving on down. Oh, Inherent Vice. Shit. That was a
That's
solid
a good one.
PTA. I believe that was Paul Thomas Anderson.
I think you're right.
There's Joaquin Phoenix too, I believe. I feel like it kind of
That's
slipped
a
by.
top 5 actor for me, man.
No, dude.
It's
yeah,
crazy
for
that
sure.
this kind of a lot of PTA's films slipped by since early in his career. Oh shit! Well, we all know this is one of the
Interstellar.
best.
Yes.
I mean, it's I don't. There's not much else. I mean, it's Christopher Nolan just being a master, just makes some of the best shit out there.
Yeah.
This is like top 3 for me.
Yeah, I mean yeah. Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't think he's ever going to top 10 it. I don't think he's ever going to. But it's almost, but for me, it's like, yeah, well, the top of the mountain's the top of the mountain. I don't, I'm cool with it. Let's see. It Follows, dude. I don't like horror.
That's a good one.
But this was a good
Yep.
horror.
It was a good movie.
It had a statement, and it was doing something unique. I
No,
like
it was really good.
in just the tone and the setting. I just remember just being that low key kind of Stranger Things feeling to it, like just the earlier set. Let's see. Jack Ryan. Yeah. Jersey Boys. If you like. Oh shit. Well, yeah.
John Wick.
John
There you
Wick.
go.
Step
The beginning.
action movies up to a next level. Didn't think it was possible.
Yeah, that's
But
probably
they
good.
did.
That's in my top 5.
Yeah, the John Wick franchise, and it's like I didn't. Each new one, I think, it's good. Be another good movie, but it can't be better. But for me, I feel like they still find ways to
Yeah, they
innovate
step it
fights
up.
and shit. So I'm like, damn, dude, they did. They keep doing it. It's awesome. Kill the Messenger.
That was a good
Was it-
movie.
That's
I
a good
like
one.
Kill the Messenger.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
It had
What's that
Jeremy
Like you
about?
reminded me of that one earlier.
Yeah, it's but click on it. You have to it's
Yeah,
he's a
we-
reporter.
Going to trailer it or just
You don't necessarily have to.
Okay.
I mean, you can just read the
yeah,
description.
journalist Gary Webb in '96. Interesting CIA's role into 1980s, getting crack cocaine in black part of LA to get money and weapons to conservatives in Nicaragua. Oh, okay.
It was a good movie. It
So
really was.
who leads this thing? Let's see.
Jeremy Renner's. the
Oh
main-
shit! Really?
Yeah.
And Robert Patrick, Terminator.
Yep. He's
There
a
you
good
go.
dude. No, this guy. This is a great movie. I really did like this movie.
I like him as a mayor more, of Kingstown, but
There you go.
I'm sure he's
You should check it out though.
Kingsman, dude. This is good. I believe this is
Kingsman?
Matt Reeves again, wasn't it? With this Kingsman, these were really good actually. If you haven't seen them,
No, I have.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
good movies. Yeah, the Kingsman.
Korngow, is that a documentary? Or
Yeah, it's
like
about
one?
I think so. Might be. I don't know. It's about
I just know
probably
the documentary
Cornwall
you
Valley.
showed us that you liked. So
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
know if it could
Restrepo,
be on
and I
that.
think this is probably a
Yeah, okay.
documentary.
Look, Korngow picks
Yep.
up where Restrepo left off.
Yep.
So it's the sequel
Oh,
to
that's
Restrepo.
cool. I've
Yeah.
definitely seen Restrepo. I
Oh
haven't seen
shit,
that
yeah,
one.
dude. I didn't know they made a sequel. Did you?
I didn't necessarily know it was a sequel to it. I knew that Korngoll was a movie.
That's cool, man.
I didn't know it was a sequel though. I haven't seen
A
it.
sequel documentary.
I'm sure it's
that's a
probably
rare
just
breed.
as good.
How many times have you heard of a documentary of a sequel?
No, not. I mean, no, never.
I mean that's
Really
which is
never.
cool. That's awesome, dude. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, dude, I look forward to that one, dude.
Yeah,
that was a
I'll
surprise.
check that one out.
Let's see. Let's
Let's
Be
Be-
Cops.
yeah,
I like the actors
it is
in that,
funny.
but I didn't see it.
It
Was
wasn't
it-
bad. It was a
It was
pretty
alright.
decent movie.
Yeah, it was,
wasn't
it was
bad.
alright.
I think
Wait.
the guys are just so likable that I think
Life
they're
itself.
there for
That's
that.
Stephen Hawking or no?
Well, that looks like
What
an
is
air,
that?
but is that
Is that Ebert?
that-
Richard Ebert? Who-
Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
it's
Ebert.
Ebert.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
Richard Hawk.
critic. Richard Hawking. Yeah, something like that.
Stephen Richard Hawking.
Let's see.
Stevie.
Lucy. And this is probably Luc Besson's last decent movie. Probably the last good movie he'll ever make.
Really?
Yep, Luc Besson, who's responsible for that right there.
Oh.
My Fifth Element poster on
Fifth
the wall.
Element.
He's done some cool stuff. I was surprised. I don't know if y'all have seen it or not.
I've seen it. It's
Yeah.
pretty good.
It was really good. I was just like, it was more sci-fi than I expected at all going into it. And whenever it ended up being as sci-fi as it was, I was like, damn, okay, hell yeah. But, yeah, I don't have to get further on. Lucy's solid Luc Besson flick. Yeah. Oh, here, this is you, Mikey Maleficent?
No, not
No?
really.
Oh, no, that's Manglehorn. Same match. Meet me in Montenegro. Meet the Mormons.
I've met him.
Let's see. Mr. Turner. But the smoke M's and N's are weak. Neighbors.
Neighbors
It's
was
funny.
funny.
Rivers wasn't
It's funny.
bad.
That was a funny one.
It will make you laugh.
Night of the Museum, also that was a good movie as well.
Yeah,
Wasn't
dude,
it
those
bad?
are
Secret
solid.
of the
Those are
Tomb?
solid entertainment. Like
Two down from
family-
that?
and family entertainment. Ooh,
Night-
Oh, there it is.
Nightcrawler.
yeah. There's a high chance this will be my number one. There's a very high chance.
It's top 5 for me. The top 2 came down to personal choice.
Yeah. That's why I just stopped being like, man, changing the top 10 so hard. I just trying to think if I could only pick one of these, the one that just got this. Yeah, probably.
This is definitely a top 5 though.
Yeah,
for-
Nightcrawler,
for
dude.
sure.
Just yeah, the Jake Gyllenhaal. Man, people don't respect him. I feel like they really.
Dude,
realize how
I'm
great
right
he
there
is.
with you, man. He's so underrated.
And so versatile, dude. And the body of work he's been in, the shit, dude. It's just like, you got it, dude.
Yeah.
He's gonna get an Oscar one day.
I mean, he
Dude,
kissed,
that new
he
show
kissed
he's on
Heath
Apple,
Ledger,
dude.
dude.
Freaking like presumed innocent, dude.
Uh-huh.
I shouldn't say,
Yeah, I started watching that.
dude. It's of course I feel like for me, I just feel like the acting across the board on that show is like, damn, this is heavy
Oh, for
and
sure.
really good. Let's see. Noah? No, that's not the Darren Aronofsky one, is it? Is it the Darren Aronofsky, Noah?
With Russell Crowe.
Oh, it is. Shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm partial to Darren Aronofsky to where I give him leeway. It was just I found it fascinating that he actually this was even made and that he made this.
Right. I love Darren Aronofsky. I do not love this movie.
Yeah, this would be like the only one that I was almost a little confused by. But
Yeah.
at the same time, him actually telling the story the way he did, it baffles me. It's just I'm like, but he actually did it. And of course, he was had enough clout to get a pretty decent budget. But it's like, this is him tell the story of Noah. Like this is, it's like I don't know if you like the director's worth seeing.
Yeah.
It's almost worth seeing it just once, just because you're like, this man, this is how to tell the story of Noah. This is nuts.
It makes me feel like the like Guy Ritchie directing Aladdin. type of thing.
Dude, for real, like people know that it's like, yeah, you know, like and it did amazingly, but like
Yeah.
the guy who does British gangster films and that's how he makes his living.
And then he makes fucking
He
Aladdin.
gets they ask him, "Did you do Aladdin?" He's like, yeah.
What's he looking at? Can he see?
Oh, my bad. If we're not,
Look at the list. Yeah, you're good.
Oh, you can see it?
yeah,
Okay.
where did you go? Let's see. Let me just bring you back up so that Mikey doesn't get scared.
Well, it's just like making sure
There we
we're
go.
good.
Oh,
There
look,
it
at
is.
presumed innocent, of course.
Oh, look at that.
They can hear me. Let's see. Okay, Ouija? I never saw it, Mikey.
No,
You
I
have
didn't
one of these
see
at
it
home.
either.
You like to play
I
with,
didn't
don't
see
you?
it. No, I'm
No?
good. I don't play with those.
That's right. You make money. You don't
I
play.
don't
It's all
play with
business.
those.
So you
There's
got-
a pretty underrated film coming
Which
up.
one?
Pawn Sacrifice with Tobey Maguire. Have you seen that one?
Okay, no. This is
I haven't
news
either.
to me.
It's based on a
Okay.
true story.
Okay.
It's like
Toby.
like
Trying
an
to do
American
something,
guy
man.
playing the Russians in chess, which they take very fucking serious.
Oh, yeah, they
Apparently,
do. Yeah, they don't play.
yeah.
Well, they play.
It was during wartime, I think.
It was like Cold War
Yeah,
or
during the Cold
wartime?
War.
So is this
a
the
rabbit hole.
precursor to Queen's Gambit with the guy?
After only 4 moves, there's more than 300
Yeah, this is
billion
Bobby
options
Fischer.
to consider.
Oh, it is Bobby Fischer?
Yeah.
This is the story of Bobby Fischer?
And take you very close
Yeah.
to the edge.
Oh, it's just told from... That's cool.
Told him to move like this.
He told himself. If I take the pieces away, he just keeps playing in his head day and night.
I can tell you he has great potential.
American chess prodigy
Yeah, there was
Bobby
Queen's
Fischer
Gambit. This
became
is
the
like they
youngest
took
ever
this
grandmaster
story
in the history of the game.
and
Where do you
girl
go from here?
and you just
I want
said-
to play the Russians.
I think it's
The
based on
world,
true story.
and I want to be more.
Not-
Fisher Mania is taking the country by storm.
My next guest, Mr. Bobby Fischer.
That's cool, because searching for Bobby Fischer, the movie came out a long time ago, you know?
Are you a patriot?
But him as a kid.
There are people in high places who take an interest in any confrontation with the Russians.
I don't really care about politics.
You're the one man in this country who could put up a fight.
Bobby Fischer is in Iceland for his match with the world champion Boris Spassky. It's the chess version of a
Did you try it?
15-round heavyweight prize fight.
I'm not playing until all my conditions are met. I want at least 5 feet between me and the audience. It's almost like I hear their thoughts.
Bobby has problems.
Bobby is displaying signs of paranoia and delusional psychosis.
Hey! I'm coming for you! I'm coming for you!
That dude's about it.
We're at
I didn't know that he went
It's
on
a
him.
war of perception.
I didn't know that.
The poor kid
That's
from
not about
Brooklyn
child-
against the whole Soviet Empire.
You don't look well, Robert James.
They're all out to screw me. The Russians and the Jews.
We are Jewish. Bobby
that's-
is
yeah,
Jewish. What do
stuff-
people say to him when he comes out with this trash?
People think there are all these options, but in the end, there's no place to go.
You might crack.
Bobby won't crack. He will explode.
Now, people sleep on Tobey Maguire.
That's a good movie.
Yeah,
I want
dude.
to see it. That looks
Hey,
good.
did you see Babylon? It came out like, dude.
Yeah.
With,
Brad
Was-
Pitt.
yeah, dude. That like a Margot Robbie about like early days Hollywood. This freaking Damien Chazelle, who did like Whiplash and La La Land, directed it. His character was like a small character, but dude, it's so creepy. Let's see.
It's funny you said Whiplash.
Dude, Damien Chazelle, the guy who directed that and did La La Land, he's like in his 30s, man, and he's like,
That's pretty insane.
dude, no, like I think he did, like he made Whiplash because he wanted to make La La Land, like he wanted to make this musical. It was crazy, but he needed to like do well enough, and I think he was like in his mid-20s when he made Whiplash, dude. It's crazy.
Damn.
That's crazy. I love. Yeah, it's gonna come up here in a minute.
But yeah, that's crazy. Cause I looked up his parents, and I'm like, he sounds really smart, and like both his parents are like has some insanely highly intelligent jobs. So I'm like, okay, at least
makes sense.
I feel like he got lucky
Checks out.
genetically. Let's see, because I'm competing with him deep down. Let's see. What did I miss? Oh shit! How'd you let me miss that?
I didn't.
I think we lost the list now.
I went back to you.
The list. Where'd the list? There we go. So this shit here, man. Woo.
Yep.
Predestination.
Just watched it on Tubi.
Fearing for sci-fi mind f of.
It's on Tubi.
Ethan Hawke, and I tell you what, if you go into it, once you kind of learn the theme of it, you kind of think, okay, you get an idea kind of which way it's gonna go, but it kind of gets. I feel like it goes a few steps further. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To where you're like, okay, like I don't know. I was cool. It gave me enough surprise, even though like having a good feel for, the whole time travel going back and interacting and like yourself and shit. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, dude, yeah, you should definitely check it out. Let's see. Ride along.
Ride along.
Is that pretty funny?
It's all right.
Yeah, it was a decent movie.
Is that African Americans? What is that?
It's Kevin Hart and Ice Cube.
Americans, he says.
Okay, that's good.
It was a funny movie.
Man, RoboCop did not need to be remade. PG-13
No, and it
version
was
of
not
that, dude.
done
It's so
well.
sad. But they got what's his name? Is it good? I like the
Carl
actor.
Urban, right? I
No, that was Dredd.
Dredd,
RoboCop
yeah,
either
you're
had
right. I don't know what they did with
Skarsgård
RoboCop.
or it was the guy who was in Altered Carbon and season 1 and shit. I think it was him from Altered Carbon and let's see.
Can you see this puck
Joel
fight, Jeff?
Kinnaman. Joel Kinnaman was in it.
Isn't Rosewater the Jon Stewart movie? Didn't he direct that?
I don't know. Let's find out. Rosewater. Rosewater. Yeah. So was it a documentary?
I think it might
No,
have been.
it looked like it's got actors in it.
Yeah, it looked like it was like his first feature film. He made a documentary before that.
Okay.
Yeah, this was like his first feature film.
All right. Well, Iranian-Canadian journalist Maslar Bahari is detained by Iranian forces to brutally interrogate him under suspicion that he's a spy. Oh shit! I think I heard about this guy's story on the Sean Ryan show. Like, at least I think I heard about, like, the guy who was detained at Guantanamo for a long time, ended up coming out with a book and shit. I'm guessing that's what this is. Well,
like I said, I don't know if it was very good, but I know, like, it was Jon Stewart.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, it's one of those stories you wonder. It's like he was really good at his job, and to where he was able to get out and then have a movie made off the story, or else it's just,
Selma's pretty good. Selma's a good film.
Selma, oh yeah, that was a pretty important story to tell. What was it about, Mikey?
MLK.
Yeah,
Wasn't it? MLK?
It was important. I guess it was an important day, the time. It's good that you know about
that.
that.
It was.
Sometimes I wonder.
It was a very important day in history.
7 times sex tape. No, I didn't really care. SNC didn't need to make. Didn't need to make that.
Didn't need to be made.
Son of God didn't. Yeah. Spring. So Spring. Yeah, it's one. So just Aaron Moorhead, Justin. These guys did like the End This, and they did. There's something there. They've done. They have this. They have a unique or the synchronicity, whatever, or synchronic. Synchronic. They did that. This is like one of the first, if not first, films. Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead, this duo directors, and all their shit's got a pretty unique sci-fi element, but it's done in like a real grounded way. So this is like one of the first, or earliest feature releases, spring. I highly recommend. Oh shit, man! I wish it would automatically just show you this shit whenever I. But spring, yeah. If you're into looking for sci-fi, this kind of unique, little more off the beaten path, that I feel like anything those guys do is gonna be worth checking out. Moving on, I'm changing back to the right screen. Okay,
St. Vincent. That's a movie I'd like to mention. It's a great movie. I think it's a good movie to watch with your lady. Got a lady friend, sit down and watch it with her.
Oh, yeah, I feel like there's a joke behind that. Or
no, it's not. St. Vincent, watch it. Nobody fucking talk. Watch the thing.
You're gonna pay for my tree.
It's Bill Murray.
Sure how to pay for the branch.
Everything has a price. You should know that.
Is it a what?
I
realize what?
Oh, Real Out You Like Him Anymore? Yeah, originally like Kevin Spacey. I know.
Sure.
I'm joking. I don't give a But, you know.
This should be familiar.
Cactus.
No, prick. Big prick.
She's funny. I like her.
Hey, it's nice to be able to just kind of play
You
the
have to
same
be rude to
character
me.
the whole life.
I'm sorry.
But I guess at least his same character is actually just him.
What are you doing? You're mowing dirt.
I'm showing him how the world works.
Are you drinking alcohol?
I honestly don't remember.
It's a good movie. It's about a
Can you
movie.
take me to
The
that night
lady
again?
that lives next door, her boy, she didn't have anywhere for him to go to babysit. It gets too expensive, so she lets the guy next door watch him.
So that's the
Turns out-
weirdo next door watch your kid.
And it turns out that he's not just a typical guy. There's a big story behind him. He's not just some guy.
I don't think
Everybody
I've seen that,
him.
Mikey. I might have to
Everybody
watch that.
judges him as being just some dirtbag drunk guy that lives down
Oh,
the
so there's
street.
more to the meets the eye.
You end up going
that
down through
sounds
the story,
wonderful.
and then at the very end of it, you
Sounds
find out
heartwarming.
like he's not. He's
just
Let's
a-
go on to another
he's
Darren
just a-
Aronofsky
he's
film that
just a
makes you
gay
want
old
to
man.
drown yourself in Clorox. Let's go look at that. Let's look at a Darren Aronofsky film where somebody sews somebody else's mouth to another person's ass.
Hey,
let's go look
all
at
I
that.
gotta
That's
say
good.
is if you
Watch
haven't-
that with
I'm-
your
I'm
family.
saying you watch the movie Mother and
Go check that
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
about a
yeah,
lady
yeah,
that crawls
yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah,
ceiling.
yeah,
Your mother.
I guess sleeping babies.
It's a story about a person who crawls on the
I
ceiling.
like it, Mikey. I'm here for it.
No, do not watch St. Vincent. Do not watch Secondhand Lions.
Moving on to
Secondhand
Don't
Lions.
watch
There's a
Mothman.
Taken 3.
Secondhand Lions is like my go-to feel-good movie.
You're a pussy.
Tammy?
Because I was dogged out for
You know
watching
which movie did you say? It was a feel-good movie?
It was one that I mentioned that you made fun of, the way you just made
Secondhand
fun of my
Lions.
other movie,
Saint
Vincent.
No, that's great. I don't know.
Just don't watch them.
I'm not
don't
close
watch
with
them.
him to make
You
fun
need
of
to
it yet.
watch movies that are dark and make you just question
No,
the
dude, I
fabric
like
of
shit.
reality.
I like shit that's dude, Tim and Eric. Come on.
Tim and Eric. You need to watch Tim
Yeah,
and Eric.
that's family stuff.
Watch that
Yeah,
with your
dude.
family.
Yeah, it's the first movie that I'm showing my daughter when she can like
There you
have
go.
a conversation.
Yeah.
Wife's
That
gonna
would-
be there.
that-
She's gonna
right
be like,
on.
"What is happening?"
Yeah, and she'll figure it out.
Moving on to the awkward moment, and Amazing Spider-Man 2. I didn't even see the Amazing Spider-Mans, but they stopped after 2 because they stopped doing well enough to make more.
Not a very good film.
Let's see, The Book of Life, not The Tree of Life. Don't think it's that. The Connection, Mikey. No,
No
The
Connection.
Drop. Okay, there's somebody said something about
Equalizer.
this.
I said it was a good movie. You should check it out. James Gandolfini and Tom Hardy, and that's all I have to say. Check
All
it
right,
out.
Equalizer,
Good movie.
Antoine Fuqua.
Everybody know who the Equalizer is. Denzel
Yeah.
Washington, fantastic
Yeah,
movie.
but that's him and
He's a
Antoine Fuqua
badass.
teaming up, and I feel like they've got a solid record. You can trust what they do. They've made 3 of them now. Expendables 3, I haven't seen any of them, but I didn't know they made this one PG-13. That's was disappointing. I'm getting some old actors in there. Fault in Our Stars. I'm not a girl. I'm not a teenager. But if I were, I think I would have loved this movie.
It's not a bad film. I think I watched it.
Yeah, like I think I have to respect what its genre and what it's doing.
Oh, nice little feel-good movie, huh?
I don't know. I mean, I
watch
feel
it?
like it's
Feel
one of
good
those
about
things like where
yourself?
one of them is probably sick or gonna die or something.
Nice little feel-good movie.
No, that's not.
No, but they have all the stories like
that's
like a Walk
good.
to Remember, or like there's another one where like they're gonna be so close to each other because of some disease.
Oh,
I feel
that's
like,
cute.
I feel like all of those are the same movie. Let's see.
A Walk to Remember.
Yeah, that was one, but there was one more even recent, I think, called like 5 Feet or something, or it was like literally the space. Mikey,
That was called COVID.
The Space Between Us. Yes.
Yes. You know what I'm talking about? I feel like all those movies are kind of.
Oh yeah, they are. It's like Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, just like
They're
we just find
similar.
real life tragic events of people dying because they got terrible diseases. Mikey,
Bad
it's your
diseases.
favorite, Mikey, the girl on the
Gambler.
train. That was a psychological movie. It was pretty.
The
it's
Gambler
decent.
was the Mark Wahlberg movie. It wasn't
good?
terrible. It was alright.
Girl on
Yeah,
Train.
it was not very good.
Girl on Train was.
It wasn't
I felt like
terrible, but it
entertaining.
was alright.
All right. Skip down now to The Giver. I know the book is very popular. I never read the book or saw the movie.
And there's my
The
favorite.
book is good. I didn't care for the movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
snap.
It's forgettable.
So this is
Yep.
your favorite Wes Anderson film, then? Huh?
That's yep.
The Grand
That's
Budapest.
my number 2 film
That's-
of
that's
this year.
number 1, dude.
Grand Budapest.
Yeah, this is up there for me.
Probably gonna be
It's-
number 1 for me.
It's so funny.
Yeah. I
Just
guess
Ralph. What is it? Ralph Fiennes.
Ralph Fiennes, yeah, dude.
Like just him, like playing some of the biggest villains of like our generation. You
Yeah,
know.
he
So my
And
life
then
began.
to go and be like that funny, like
under the
like
strict
classic
command of
funny,
Mr.
like
Gustav
just
H.
Yeah.
silly funny.
Many of
I
the
love that.
most
I love
this
Wes
dude.
Anderson.
distinguished
Great.
guests came for him.
I love you.
I love you. She was dynamite in the sack, by the way.
She was 84.
I've had older.
This was also when I met Agatha.
She's charming.
She's so charming.
Is he flirting with you?
What's it called? The
I
show
approve
about
of this
the-
union.
The Handmaid's
I
Tale.
became his
Really?
pupil, and he was to be my counselor and guardian.
He was also in like
Lisa
Shakespeare in
here.
Love, but no, that movie doesn't matter.
Tell them I'll be right down.
She's been murdered, and you
Like it
think
was
I
so
did-
dry, it's so fun. This scene made me laugh, even though I knew it was coming.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
You're
Wes
looking so
Anderson,
well, darling. You
again, he's one of
really
those
are.
directors
I don't know what sort of
who,
cream
you know,
they put on
he's
you
got-
down at the morgue, but I want
set
some.
style
This
that
is
stands
Madame
out.
Yeah, he's one of those guys you just gotta watch
Mr.
everything.
Gustav
Yeah,
H.
and
I
if you
bequeath
don't like
painting
one
known
of
as
his
Boy
movies,
with
then
Apple.
you don't like that style, then you won't enjoy him. But if you do,
Gustav
then
H.
he
I'm
gives
afraid
you
that's
a
me,
colorful,
darling.
crazy, cool, unique world.
If I learn you ever once laid a finger on my mother's body, living or
How
dead,
many of you say I didn't like Asteroid City though? That was probably my favorite.
You need to make a plan
Dude,
for your
I
survival.
know, so
Hide
great.
this. It's
A
encoded. You
great
might need a
cast,
magnifying
dude. He
glass.
always
Yeah,
does a
dude.
great
Tells you
job.
exactly where and how to find Boy with Apple.
I'm a baker. I'm not a
Ended up
fence.
winning
That's
like
the
an
term.
Academy Award, not for this. But
May I offer any of you inmates a plate of mush?
I think Lady Bird.
I want roadblocks at every junction for 50 kilometers. I want
There we
rail
go.
blocks at every train
Yep.
station for
Yeah,
100
dude.
kilometers.
Get it!
I want 50 men and 10 bloodhounds ready in 5 minutes.
Seriously, like you're living in a storybook with this movie. It's so great. Jeff Goldblum, dude.
Harvey Keitel, Bill Murray.
This was.
What's his name? Owen Wilson.
You can't arrest him simply
Yep.
because he's a bloody immigrant.
Take your hands off my lobby boy! Because they started together. Like Bottle Rocket, like they're all friends together in school. At the very beginning. And you know that they freaking own the Wilson
Have you
kids
been
went to
questioned by the authorities?
elementary school
Yes, on
right
vacation.
here.
I was arrested
Caleb
and
did
tortured
it
by the
for
rebel
school.
militia after the desert uprising.
Right. Well, you know the drill then. Zip it.
Yeah, that's a
Great movie.
That's
That's
a-
probably, like I said, probably my number 1.
Yeah.
Just like
Can you
as
take me
far
through
as,
that
far
night
as
again?
like storyline, cinematography, like all of
Did he?
that. I think that for me does it.
It's a movie you can watch with a lot of people and then be okay with it too, and it
Yeah.
can feel good. Like
Mhm.
it has that power. Overall, thanks to y'all. So happy to hit the horn. Hunger Games, Imitation Game.
That was a good
That
one.
was good. So,
That's a good.
the interview. Again, I think it's pretty funny. This is a movie. The fact that it was made, like,
Yeah, it was-
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
the crazy part.
I love it. Like, it's
Yeah.
like, damn, they're just straight up making the hell fun of North Korea.
It's like,
Oh,
how
they
did they
just
even
killed
get
him.
away?
Yeah, they just blow him
It's
up.
so, yeah, dude. Just so respect. Let's see. Oh, the first Lego movie came out this year, man. That was
That's
good.
yeah, solid.
That one's solid. Let's see. Yeah, that Maze Runner. I didn't see it. It's another young adult adaptation. I don't know. I never saw it. Just kind of looked.
The Monuments, man.
Oh.
I love that movie.
All right.
That was a really
Oh.
good movie. That was a very funny,
That's right.
very funny
It's
movie.
like a
Yeah, that's got a
Soderbergh
lot of
movie.
good
What is
people in
this?
It's got Matt Damon.
No, George
Bill
Clooney
Murray,
directed it.
Yeah, it's got so
John
many.
Goodman, yeah.
John Goodman, exactly. It's a funny movie. It's one that you could, again, it's like a Grand Budapest type movie. You could watch with a bunch of people and everybody
Yeah.
kind of like it.
It's funny. I think I had it on for some reason. I don't. Yeah, my stepdad was here like for
Oh, really?
Rarely, like a couple months ago. It was on
It's a good one.
Pluto or something, maybe. I don't know. Oh, the one I love. This is actually good. It's like a weird psychological, not horror, but thriller. I don't know. It's.
So since we're just kind of like dipping our toes in here, I think maybe we shouldn't spend too much time in there the first go around.
Recognize it. Yeah, it's got Mark
How's that,
Duplass
15
and
minutes
Elizabeth
sound?
Moss.
Yeah, I think that's good.
But it's a couple. It's
Hello?
vacate to beautifully rate bizarre circumstance for the company. It's like they find clones. I don't know if it's like clones of themselves type thing, or like it's some weird thing like, yeah, get like a clone of your partner that is or something, and it gets pretty nutty.
Oh, that sounds weird.
If you're in for like, whoa, I didn't expect that, then yeah.
Hey, you trying to play Catan, Jeff? You
Oh,
trying
yeah.
The
He's
pyramid.
like, oh, you saw that.
Oh shit!
yeah.
The Raid
Oh, yeah,
2
that's-
came out.
That's the piece I've been waiting to show off.
Yeah, the Raid 2. Yeah, dude. Like I've already told you the Raid
Yep,
1. The
the
Raid
Raid,
2.
yep,
I just
yep,
feel like
yep,
it's
yep.
continuing. Just yeah, it's just as good as the Raid 1. That's what I'll say.
I'm actually teaching Izzy to play Catan, my
Dang,
3-year-old.
that's
Settlers,
awesome.
man, it's fun. That's my wife loves that game. She loves.
We lost to your screen again, fellas.
We will get it back.
We'll send you that money on. We'll send you that money on Venmo for all the indiscretions here.
The Rover. I think it's Meister. What's this bad?
Yeah, I feel like that sounds familiar.
Oh, The Signal. This movie is pretty crazy. I don't know if y'all saw it. Pretty
Is
good.
that Lawrence Fishburne?
Interesting sci-fi. I think it's like the kid who's they're like like high school age. I don't know if they're track down some signal, and it gets pretty out there.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
and I think what's his name ends up being in the end, Lawrence Fishburne. Lawrence Fish. Let me just see if he's in it. So
No,
I
that's
can
what
tell this
Jeff
one
just
I'm thinking.
said. So
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty. I liked it. I just like those, kind of bold, unique movies like that.
The Skeleton Twins was a good
Skeleton
Bill
Twins.
Hader film. Not bad at all.
I didn't see that.
That's why I thought. Okay.
Oh shit! I remember this. I love
He's
Bill
not
Hader.
he's not being typical Bill Hader.
Yeah.
He's acting.
The movie, The Theory of Everything.
This
That
is what
was
you're thinking about.
That's the
Yeah, this
Stephen
is about your
Hawking movie.
favorite.
No,
Stephen
we don't
person.
watch any of it, but
Yeah.
I mean, it is a decent movie.
I mean, I think he won. Eddie Redmayne won Best Actor. That year.
Yeah, it's a really good movie.
Yeah,
but-
it's a role if you nail it. I feel like. I almost feel like they should have a best actor category for historical characters
Disabled.
that's separate
Right.
from
It seems like it always
made up
wins.
characters because whenever somebody nails like observing and imitating somebody, okay, that's cool. You can do the best impersonation of them.
like Jamie Foxx with the impression, the
Yeah,
soloist.
but I mean, you think all the
my
Academy
best
awards that have been
example-
won based on that.
My best example of that, Matt, is the year that Joaquin Phoenix should have won for The Master, playing a completely created character
Yes.
that he had to create on his own.
Exactly,
And then,
dude.
but he lost to Lincoln. He lost
Yeah,
to
Daniel Day-Lewis winning his like third Academy Award.
exactly.
And then he tore off and made shoes. He's like, I'm gonna go make shoes now.
Yeah.
Exactly, and all he did was study him, and he was such a great actor.
Right.
Nothing. If he was in The Master, he wouldn't have done a better or worse job than
Exactly.
Joaquin. But you're right; it's almost like two different categories.
Yeah, it's like
I
that's
mean,
great.
and they do have two separate categories for screenplay for adapted screenplay.
Yeah, and original.
like an original.
Dude,
so like,
so seriously,
you're not
that
wrong.
makes sense to have hallucinate. If you have an adapted, based on another work screenplay and original, they should have like, original character, versus I get really adapted. I mean, or just because whenever you need to study somebody, I don't know, it's interesting, but it's almost like anytime I see because there's always almost if not every year, every other year, couple years. Just like freaking, Rami Malek winning for Queen, Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's almost like there's a shoo-in for a lot of people. It's funny. Let's see. There's no place like Utopia. Time out of my top 5. Top spoon. Transcendence.
Transcendence, yeah.
It was interesting.
Tusk. Oh my god.
You love Tusk.
You gotta mention Tusk.
No, I
It's a
didn't
weird
love
one.
Tusk, but it's one that you have to mention. Like you said, it's Joe
Kevin
with
Smith.
Yeah, Kevin Smith, man.
Yeah.
Again, I don't even think.
and Justin Long is the main character.
Yeah.
Don't watch it with the family.
Yeah. It's just, like, really, I feel like he's trying really hard to do weird there.
Yeah, that was a wild one.
Oh, the Veronica Mars made a movie. We Are the Giants.
Whiplash.
Oh,
there we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Count the year.
That's in my top 10 for sure.
Yep. So, yeah, Damien Chazelle. And that's what it's like. Even if you don't like Miles Teller, I mean, he did a hell of a job. And, of course, J.K. Simmons.
He was amazing, and he was undeniable, to be honest. Like, he was good.
Dude, I told Mikey about this show, and Miles Taylor is freaking like one of the main characters in it that live older, too old to die young on Amazon Prime. That came out like 5 or 6 years ago, and I swear, like they promoted it for a week, and then you just had to search for it because it's Nicholas Winding Refn, like weird shit, like.
Well, the thing that works for Miles Teller is like you think he's an asshole, and that role, like he's a fucking asshole. Like he has to be because he wants to be the best or whatever. But he was perfect for it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think he's pretty good in everything he's done. Whether he just maybe he just has a punchable face or something, but he's good.
We're coming up to my number one.
We start here. Winter's Tale Wild.
Wish I was here.
No, I thought What We Do in the Shadows was a 2014.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
It could be again. So that's where there's some in it.
Sometimes
that's where I feel
happens.
with the foreign films. That's where
And
I felt
also,
like
too,
because it's a foreign film. So like
Creep,
It's not. It's
Creep
gonna
wasn't
change.
in here.
It's gonna rock my list.
Creep wasn't in here either.
What was it?
Creep.
Creep, yeah, that's another really good fucking movie.
See, it's tough.
No, it is. It's not an easy thing what we're doing. I don't think
To find
anybody else
like
is
this,
really
like
doing
this,
it.
like why isn't it doing? Oh yeah, we started using the numbers one, but then it was. But again, they're foreign. But this should. Let's see. Yeah, no, do you have What We Do in the Shadows? So in the U.S., maybe in the U.S. it came out later, just because I know they're.
Yeah,
maybe
look, if you Google it, it says 2014.
I wonder what month it came out. So it says we want the movie.
Probably type in movie. It might help.
Yeah, 2014 movie. So yeah.
Yeah,
And
that is by far my number one.
Yeah,
pick.
Taika Waititi.
That's
Early
a pick.
days Taika.
That's a pick.
Oh, so it looks like it came out in these states in February of 2015. That's why. But it was
Gotcha.
released in their homeland.
So it's a double
we
pick.
could put an asterisk on it.
Yeah.
That's my number one.
We'll get to talk about it again. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No, it's funny. I remember seeing this whenever it came out too, just because the group I was with at the time, like, knew about it. I would have known about it, but she was like, "Oh no, this is hilarious." I'm like, "Damn, yeah, this is great." And then whenever like they came out that show later, I was like, "What, really?" But then I was like, "Oh, dude!" And then they got that's just a hilarious movie that actually managed to turn into something better. Like I guess MASH is like the only other example of that, maybe like a movie that spawned off the show. That's
and then the show was just as good.
Yeah.
See, that's funny. It says the same thing, Creep 2014, but then look over here, same thing as the other one.
USA. Yeah. So
2015.
So we'll trust that we'll get to it.
Okay. No, I was just interested.
Yeah.
It's interesting because it's done that a couple of times
Oh,
now. Where
Duplas
one of them
is in
says,
that, huh?
yeah, it says that like, oh, it came out, in this year, but then another one, it's like technically it came out in 2015. But yeah, so is that it? Is that everything?
I think so.
Well, so I'm gonna say my number one is gonna have to be Grand Budapest. I mean, there's so many in there that y'all are gonna mention, but
See, it would be What We Do in the Shadows and Grand Budapest right underneath it.
yeah, two fantastic. Both those movies are amazing.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get to
Yeah.
mention one of them twice, and that's the beauty of it.
Yeah. I mean, man, in a movie of course, you can suggest many, right? I mean,
yeah,
you have to, John Wick, you have to see it, right?
Absolutely.
If you're into action, you have to see it. It's like Fury's
See,
great.
that's what I mean. Like the top 5 is so hard for me because like Interstellar, Nightcrawler, John Wick.
Yeah,
and then you got like Birdman.
Yeah, Fury.
Yeah, and isn't Ex Machina? Wasn't that on the list?
I thought it was supposed to be.
Yeah, that's another one that's probably.
But
that
was supposed to be. That was the weird. Let's see.
Yeah,
no, 2015. That's 2015. Ex Machina.
Okay.
So we should be good to catch it because, but yeah.
Interstellar, that was one that came out this year.
Yeah.
That y'all should
and then Whiplash, Fury, Gone Girl. I think that's my top 10 right there.
Yeah, those are good ones.
Those are phenomenal.
Yeah,
And
the
then
Equalizer, Kingsman.
Yeah. For me, I mean, if I had to pick, that's what I do. I mean, trying to say that if I had to pick one, it'd probably be Nightcrawler.
Yeah,
Just
it's hard
because
not
I
to.
thought that the character, again, just like him embodying this type of like different type of psychopath. That
Yeah.
It's almost like I feel like it's a character study. Is almost what it is. And it's just like this happens to be the path that this guy's life takes, but he could have been any number of monsters. I feel like I don't know. It's unique. And Spring.
The thing I like about it is like Jake Gyllenhaal has made his money being the good-looking guy, you know.
Yeah.
And most of his stuff, but like it's kind of like going back to like his biggest role, which like for me is Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
Like you know, like that creep.
Yeah,
like he played it so freaking well.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then the other ones that I see that you didn't have put down here, but that you mentioned, you like It Follows, Predestination.
Yeah, Predestination, I
Fury,
Origins.
I Origins.
Yeah, I'd say for ones that the neither of y'all seen I Origins and Spring. As far as
I want to check that out.
As far as some off the beaten path sci-fi kind of melodramatic shit.
The Imitation Game was another one.
Yeah.
And then the one I feel like
Cumberbatch.
you didn't name on here that you really liked and talked about, which I want to see, was Boyhood.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
as far as it's a cinematic experience unlike no other.
Yeah.
It's just like a movie that it doesn't. It's so ambitious and well done. Again, it's just kind of like damn.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like it's ambitious, but like it delivers. Like it's a good
Yeah,
film. I owned it on
it's-
Blu-ray like back in the day.
I mean, when Linklater dies, he's gonna go down as like one of, doing unique things, telling storytelling in cinema that I just haven't been matched.
Man, what did he just did something
There's
that I watched.
Hitman. There's the Hitman that just came out. What
Yeah,
again
those-
is a unique telling of a true story, and it shouldn't. I mean, in most hands, it'd probably be kind of like a lackluster romantic comedy, but he makes it into like he really just brings the depth out of these characters that it shouldn't be as good as it is. It seems like.
He likes that actor Glenn Powell who's in it. Who
Yeah,
I
it came
really
from
like.
Top Gun Maverick. I don't know.
But I actually sent this movie to Mikey for Christmas one year. Everybody Wants Some. It's
Yeah,
like
he
the
did.
baseball version
dude. I
of
saw
Days
that.
of Confused.
Oh, he was in that too.
Yeah, he's Richard Linklater directed that too. And
No,
Glenn
but I didn't
Powell.
know that Glenn Powell was in it. I didn't.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
seeing it. Is this about
Dude,
80s
he's
coming
so
of
funny.
age?
Yeah.
The
Bro, that is
baseball
one-
theme. Yeah.
That's in my rotation. I gotta watch that movie like
Wait,
every
which
year.
character was
I
Glenn
love
Powell? Was he wasn't the main guy, was he?
it. He was just the sarcastic guy who was getting with all the chicks.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah,
Another-
the intellectual who was always lecturing about something. Yeah.
He wasn't the pitcher, right? Or was he the pitcher?
No,
Yeah,
the
because the
pitcher was
pitchers the
the main
weirdos.
guy.
The pitchers were like,
Yeah.
you're like the others, but he's the guy who would get freaking like whenever
Dude,
he was pitching and he'd hit the fruit in half or whatever it was.
Kurt Russell's son, Wyatt Russell,
Yeah,
is
Wyatt
in that
Russell.
movie as like the
Oh
hippie
yeah,
pitcher.
the pitcher that was
Yeah.
like lying about shit and got
That's
kicked
awesome.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here for a good time, not a long
I
time.
didn't know that was his son.
But no, Richard Linklater, man, like he's got a great body of work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's anything he makes is worth checking out. You might not enjoy the story, but it's a well done thing.
I was gonna say another one you had mentioned, Inherent Vice.
Yeah, Paul Thomas Anderson.
And then one that
Keep
I
wrong.
really liked that I mentioned that y'all should go watch is The Drop. So my number one
Yeah, The
is
Drop.
gonna
Tell
be.
me more about that one again, because
It was just a movie about, again, it's like two guys, a guy that owns a bar, James Gandolfini,
That
and
guy.
then like his little nephew or niece, or not niece, nephew or cousin or somebody.
Mike, are we recording?
Yes.
Okay.
And he runs the bar with him,
Got
and
it,
it's
yeah.
about
Yeah.
Tom Hardy and Gandolfini. It's a great movie. You should check it out. It's about the mafia, organized crime, murder.
I love
mystery.
organized crime stories.
It's a little bit everything, but it's one that I feel like goes unnoticed. That I've told people about it, and they're like, Gandolfini and Tom
'Cause,
Hardy
I
were in a
thought
movie
The
together,
Mexican
and
or
it's like,
something
yeah.
was his last movie, or but like maybe I don't know. I don't know when what came out.
One of his last movies had to have been. Well, no, it would have had to have been this or something. No, there was something else after this. It's obvious.
Didn't he play a homosexual in the last final film? Or was that the Mexicans? Damn, that came out way early. The Drop.
I think
Yeah, I
he
guess
did a film with Julia Louis-Dreyfus, like a comedy or something like that. I think that was his last film.
Yeah, you
I
might
could
be
be wrong.
right. The 2014 is showing it's
Yeah, but-
click more movies.
It could be like when things
Oh, he-
were filmed and when they were released type
But
thing.
showed he
Let's
passed
see.
in 2013.
Wait, he's
Yeah.
still alive. He ate himself back to... Dude, have you watched The Sopranos?
No, not
Yeah,
all
but-
of it.
I mean, of course it's good. Like,
Yeah.
early days Prestige, whatever. Like, I like it. I'm not like, oh man, it's the best, but
Yeah.
it's really good. But dude, it is funny. Like, I feel like he's always eating something on that show. The way,
Oh, yeah.
the way that freaking what's his name,
Vince Vaughn and the
was.
Wedding Crashers.
But like, season after season, you see him getting fatter and fatter.
Taking on the role, man.
Yeah, method actor.
Like the first season, he like kind of looks like almost like, okay, you're not just a really fat guy, you're a big guy. You
That's
know?
awesome.
But he quickly gets to. Okay, so hold on, let's see. We're just seeing. So the drop. This shows to be his last film.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
And it's a good movie. Y'all should check it out, especially too since it was his last one.
Oh, Television the Night of. I didn't know he was. Oh, he was. Oh, he's just a producer, I guess. The Night of that was. That was
But
pretty
yeah,
good.
so do we want to get on to recommendations, stuff like that? I know Jeff.
Yeah.
I know our buddy Jeff's gonna have to be getting out of here soon. It's getting
Yeah.
close to Jeff's log off time.
Yeah,
And
no, I
yep,
think that was
yep.
that was good.
So
that was a
we
good
got
one.
through
We
the
can-
movies.
Yeah,
We've introduced Jeff to the podcast.
Dude, 2014 was a very good year for movies.
Solid year.
it was. Us for me. Last year's still stronger, but that was really good.
That was
And
a
this
good
is
year.
this is for me again.
Yeah.
this could be.
What was y'all's number one from 2013?
I don't remember. He can
Oh,
look
I
at
think
it.
mine was Upstream Color, probably.
Oh yeah, God, I can't remember what
That's
mine
a
was.
cool one.
It was that or
I think mine would have to be
Or
like I
Coherence.
think Wolf of Wall Street was that year, right?
I think that came on. Was that?
It did. He's right. I'm pretty positive it did.
Yeah, mine
Yeah,
was
I
like
think
either
it's December.
Coherence, I think, or Upstream Color.
But no, my recommendation for last year,
Yeah, you had
Nebraska.
one. Yeah,
Nebraska.
You gotta watch Nebraska.
For last year, yeah, you were saying that.
yeah. Let me just.
Yeah, one that Matt mentioned was movie 43. That
for
was one I really
comedies,
loved
yeah.
for comedy. Yeah,
Did you watch it?
not yet.
Yeah, I've seen it. It
Is
was
this
interesting.
mostly a sketch comedy with like big name actors? Just,
Yeah.
I don't know, just balls on the neck and shit. It's like, oh, okay,
There it is.
this is commitment, man. I love it.
Nebraska, IMDb 2013.
Nebraska.
Oh,
Dude,
I
yeah.
love that actor.
This is a
Yeah, Bruce Dern, man. He was
Yeah.
in The Hateful Eight, and he was
Yeah.
in
Yeah, dude,
Once
he's
Upon
got
a
a story
Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, Bruce Dern's a great actor.
Bob
Bob
Odenkirk was in
Odenkirk?
there. What?
Okay.
Stacey-
Oh,
Yeah, I
Stacy
think he plays
Keach?
the brother.
Dude, Stacy Keach, Bob Odenkirk, you can't go wrong, man.
Dude,
Yeah, but Will Forte, dude, playing acting his heart out.
dude, I
like,
know,
for
dude, that's
sure.
awesome.
I gotta watch it.
Alexander Payne directed it, dude. He did like Sideways and
Well, it looks like you gotta
shit.
watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Sideways. If you
And he
like the
just did that
Sideways
movie
vibe,
came out, the other Paul Giamatti movie. He got nominated for
Thomas Hayden
Holdovers.
Church got nominated too, I believe.
Yeah, I think Hayden Church might have won for Sideways.
So I want to
Paul
watch
Giamatti,
this.
he's gonna
Out
get
of
one one
Jeff's
day.
selections that he's mentioned that I really want to watch is
Yeah,
this
I wanna-
and then
No,
the
dude.
pawn sacrifice. I want to watch that.
Yeah, no, same here.
Oh yeah, dude, it's good. It's
I want
good.
to watch these two. But no,
Yeah,
this
dude.
has been it's been
No,
a
Will
solid
Forte,
episode.
dude, you can ask my wife, man. Like, I'm almost obsessed with him. Like, I feel like he's
He's
some of the
hilarious.
funny, like the funniest, most underrated.
He's got
people
range.
Dude, I'm a big SNL guy, and he definitely falls under like the weirdo category, and
Yeah.
he's like king of the weirdos. Like he did it the best.
Yeah, dude. I was showing him the other week this clip from like Good Morning or like Omaha, whatever, where he gets like he's in that rock band and they're just doing
yeah.
like the theme song and he just gets so into it and he's like pounds like a bottle of like liquor like during their like morning show. It's just absurd. He's like channeling like
he's-
some weird Jim Morrison shit, dude.
Dude, Will Forte is the man.
But yeah, dude, strong. That's good shit. Good. Yeah, no Nebraska, dude. Like I'm probably be watching this later. 'Cause
Well-
I love some Forte.
It's
Yeah,
been
we'll take a little
solid.
break.
Yeah, we take a little break. We can say goodbye to Jeff for now,
Yeah,
I
man,
guess.
this was a blast.
Jeff,
I had a lot
thank
of
you for
fun.
being here.
Yeah, I think.
We'll see you next week, hopefully.